Welcome back, everyone, to another dicondissectional production, hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to something you guys have been asking for quite some time. We're going to be listening to some Neil Young. I just typed his name into the search bar and the number one song is Old Man, so that's what we're going to start with. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Daniel, aka Deathstroke9. And here we react to music. I try to figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally, and it's just fun. So, yeah. If you enjoy reaction videos or this type of content, look around, take a look at some of the other videos that I've made if you want, and consider subscribing if you enjoy the content. Now, a lot of people have been requesting Neil Young for a while now. Mainly because we did Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, and they were like, you gotta do some of these people, their solo work. Now, I've definitely heard of Neil Young before, just like I've definitely heard Bob Dylan before. A lot of people request him as well. Unfortunately, Bob Dylan, as far as I know, blocks the majority of YouTube videos that are reactions to his stuff. So not sure how that's going to go. I probably will still do it, but it might end up going to Patreon if it gets blocked. We'll see. But yeah, today we're going to take a look at Neil Young, who might do the same. I have no idea. So if you're watching this on YouTube, good for us. We did something. All right. So yeah, a lot of people requested a few different songs. One of them was Old Man. When I went on the YouTube, I just typed in Neil Young, and Old Man was like the first thing on the list. So that's what we're going to be checking out tonight. Or, yeah, today. So, depending on where you are. Yeah, that's about that. So, yeah, there's not that much else to say. I've got this video. I don't know if this is live or just the video for it. No idea, but here we go. Can you see? Did I pull up the thing so you can see? Yes, I did. Okay, just making sure. All right, not much else to say. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. Neil Young, Old Man.
Thank you. This is a new song I wrote about my ranch. I live on a ranch in California. I just bought it a while ago from these two lawyers. And there was an old man living on it. I don't know if you have things like that here, like foreman on ranches. He's like an old caretaker, takes care of all the cows, fences and everything. So I wrote this song for him.
1 second, I'm gonna pause it before he starts. First of all, he just starts this off by addressing the crowd. That's awesome. It's just like a conversational, he seems like a very down-to-earth guy just from this. He looks happy to be there. I like his hair, he's got long hair. He looks young, too. How old is this dude? Maybe this is an older video. Who knows? He said this is my, there's a new song. So maybe it's first time playing it? Be interesting. Looks like there's not a huge crowd, but it might be in a studio, so that's probably why. All right. I'll shut up now. Let's listen to the song. He wrote this song for an old guy. An old man.
Old man, look at my life.
Oh, wow.
I'm a lot like you were.
He's got a good voice. An interesting
Old
voice.
man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise that makes me think of two. Love lost such a cost. Give me things that don't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling home to you. at my life, I'm a lot like you.
Wow, this is awesome.
I need someone to love me the whole day through. I want look in my eyes and you can tell that's true. Lullabies, look in your eyes.
I'm gonna pause it there. So first of all, the sound is beautiful. Like, this feels like it sounds like a studio version. I don't know why. Like it doesn't really sound like a live version. And I don't know if this maybe isn't live. It looks like it is a live version, so it's very interesting to me how perfect the guitar sounds. Yeah, I don't know. His lyrics are very, like, real. Like, they're very, like, him playing feels very real. Very down, I said this a minute ago, down to earth. Feels raw. Even the chorus, and you heard him, he gave his all right there in the chorus. Oh, no, 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 you know, yeah, and these lyrics are, we're definitely going to be looking into these lyrics, because they seem very thought-provoking. Like, I'm trying to just kind of take in the music, and then I'll think more about the lyrics later, but they're definitely making me think nonetheless. All right, let's keep going.
Lullabies, look in your eyes. Run around the same old town.
The way the vocals are, like,
doesn't mean that much to me.
Done.
Mean that much to you. I've been first and last. Look at how the time goes past. But I'm all alone at last, rolling home to you. Oh man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you.
It's kind of a sad song.
I need someone to love me the whole day through. I want look in my eyes and you can tell that's true. Oh man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Thank you.
No, thank you for... Okay, we've heard Wreck of Amos Fitzgerald before. All right, wow. Let's take a look at the comments on this. I could watch this 1,000 times. I have become the old man. Time moves us all to the end. See, do I have a sorted top comments? This is Unplugged 20 years before Unplugged. He was grunge before grunge and Unplugged before Unplugged. Excellent. That wasn't really... Okay. This is one of the greatest live performances by a lone musician ever. Neil is a big model train collector, and my dad used to run into him at train shows and ask if he bought anything good. Neil would open his bag and show my dad his new engine, and they'd chat about it like it was no big deal. Just a legend, showing my dad his trains. We used to joke that he'd sing to my dad, "Old man, take a look at my train. It's a lot like yours." Doesn't mean that much to me to mean that much to you. That line is amazing. Yes, it is. All right. Let's go over to the lyrics. Okay. Old man, look at my life. So he's talking to an old man. He does. So first of all, this song almost addresses a little bit of like an ageist way of looking at things from both perspectives.
So how does this young person see this other human being? He just immediately is like, you're an old man. That's his description for him. So obviously he doesn't know him. Maybe he does. Who knows? Your old man sometimes can mean your dad. But when I'm reading these lyrics, I don't really think it's someone that he knows very well. Plus, he said he wrote it for like a old man on like a ranch. So not someone that he knew particularly well. Then what he's addressing in the song is almost someone else looking down on him a little bit. So it's like a two-way. Yeah, it's weird. All right. So, old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. So he's saying, we're not all that different, you and I. Old man, look at my life. 24, and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise that makes me think of two. Okay. So he's 24 years old, and he thinks there's so much more. 24, there's much more to be done. Okay? And I think that's a perspective that you have when you're younger, and then I'll bet when you get older, you feel like there's less and less. The years get shorter, right? So 24, there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise. Even if paradise is just life, he's living alone and wants to not be by himself anymore. So live alone in a paradise that makes me think of two. So he's in a paradise and he wants to share it with someone else. So two as in another person. Someone to validate. Someone to be validated by. And of course, other reasons why you would have a partner, but A love lost, such a cost. Give me things that don't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling home to you. So when love is lost, it's such a cost. And he's talking to the old man. He says, I want things that don't get lost. So he's just kind of reflecting on life a little bit in this song. Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. One look in my eyes and you can tell that's true. Lullabies look in your eyes, run around the same old town. It doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you. I wish everyone thought like that. That's difficult for me sometimes. Sometimes I'll see comments and I'll try to, it's like, I need to learn to, how do I say this right? It's not just comments, this is what I just thought of. So there's all types of things where it would be like, that should be the mindset of most people. Doesn't mean that much to me to mean that much to you. If they're not an important person in your life, if you don't know them, it shouldn't mean that much to you to mean that much to them. So in secular music right now, I've noticed that there's been a trend of talking about how, we care what other people think of us. Like right now I'm specifically thinking of a song that's literally everywhere. Has been for a while, actually, by a group called the 21 Pilots. And in the song, he says something along the lines of, he just basically says, I care what you think. He's grown up and now he cares what people think of him. And I'm like, really, pal? Really? This should be the mindset, I would think. I've been first and last. So he's saying, and you know what? This right here sounds like it's the old man talking back. In fact, maybe both of these lines are the old man talking back. Lullabies look in your eyes. You run around the same old town. It doesn't mean that much to me. That could be the old man talking to him. It could be a conversation. He says, I've been first and I've been last. Look at how the time goes past. I'm all alone at last. So the other person wants to be not alone anymore. He's saying, I'm alone at last, finally. Rolling home to you. Old man, take a look at my life. He repeats himself, all right. Wow. That's such a powerful song. Let me know if you think that it's all by one person, or if you think that it's a conversation between two people. Now let's check songfacts.com, see if there's anything else we can add to it. All right, this was off an album Harvest and charted at number 31 in the U.S. Young wrote this about the caretaker of the ranch he bought in 1970. The song compares a young man's life to an old man's and shows that the old man was once like this young man. Yes. Yes. The caretaker of the cattle ranch, his name was Louis Avila. The ranch was the Broken Arrow Ranch purchased for $350,000 in 1970. Just think about those real estate prices compared to now. Reportedly, Avila was giving Young a tour of the place and asked him how a young man like him could afford a place like this. Young, age 25, replied, "Just lucky, Louis. Real lucky." He was quite bemused. Linda James Taylor sang, oh wow, they sang background vocals on Old Man. Okay. Well, I guess I did end up doing a live version, didn't I? Maybe I should do the official version. Who knows? I can't remember why Neil wanted me to sing to him. I guess he just figured I was there and could do it. But we went in and they were doing Heart of Gold and Old Man, and I thought they were such beautiful songs. I loved them. All right. It was never the metric on which he wanted to be judged, but Old Man was the second biggest hit for Neil Young as a solo artist. His biggest hit by far was his previous single, Heart of Gold. Now, I might have heard Heart of Gold before, or at least part of it. Like, that name sounds familiar. He's like searching for a heart of gold. Yeah. I don't remember really any of the lyrics or really anything other than that, so if you guys would want me to react to that as well, let me know. Alright. Let's see. It was immediately after the success of Old Man and the Harvest album that Danny Whitten, central to Young's band Crazy Horse, passed away. Young invited Whitten to audition for his backing band, the Stray Gators, on the condition that he cleaned up his substance abuse. Young gave him a trial, but it looked to be the same old story with Whitten, so he fired him. Whitten promptly went home and then overdosed. Found dead with Valium and alcohol in his system. Young got the call that night and was devastated. Whitten's death was part of the darkening of Neil Young's act during the time following Old Man. It wasn't just the successor being headed for the ditch. Young told Jimmy McDonough, okay, that the line "doesn't mean that much to me to mean that much to you" is meant to be directed towards the audience. Wow, okay, that works very well too. Bob Dylan covered the song, all right. In 2018, a 72-year-old Young said in a concert in Chicago, "It's hard to do Old Man now. It's like, old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like I am." At the memorial service for actor Heath Ledger, Old Man was chosen as the song to play over his slideshow showing his various roles in his life. Huh, interesting. He wasn't that old when he died, though. I think, didn't he overdose, Heath Ledger? Saw a few different things that he was in. Interesting. All right. Well, that's Neil Young, Old Man. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me know what you think of the song, because I think there's a lot of different ways that you could interpret this type of song. And let me know, what should I do next? Heart of Gold. Another song that came up when I typed in the name was Harvest Moon. The name of the album was actually Harvest, so that might be another good one. Or anything else. And yeah, I guess I could try Bob Dylan at some point, but again, who knows? All right. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned for more. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. That's all I've got to say. Deathstroke 9 out. What a great song, really. I want to learn it on the guitar now. I think I might do that.